yesterday. Meet him right here. I would like nobody at the sand table, so.
Alright guys, I'm gonna set my timer.
Somebody come here. It's like teaching underneath.
My computer's not out.
Here you go, Jackson, and I want you to pull your
Your
chair.
computer's not out there, that means somebody in the last class doesn't have your number. Or one. So go ahead and take it out. For one.
Okay. The notes are on the board.
Alright guys,
Go ahead
let's do a
and
little
finish filling
refresher
in your
from
notes. I
yesterday.
have added a
So I
slight
want you to turn your
piece.
elbow partner
This right here is a demonstration
and
of a line
show them
triangle.
with your
Okay?
arms which
But I
way
have
is
marked with little peaks here, the interval. What
Which
is the
way
interval?
is
the space in
vertical?
between. I'll see if I have one. And
They
this
show
scale
Samuel with your
is
arms
the
which way is
numbers that are
vertical.
represented under there. So you need to drop that down too, okay? You'll have to return this pencil because I don't have any more freebies with me right now, okay?
No, I'm looking, they don't have them.
Which way does my
head?
Like this. Didn't know what was pick up.
So go ahead and get that copy down. When you get that copy down, let me know by raising your hand, and I'll tell you what you're gonna do next.
Which way is vertical?
It's the 0, 0 mark,
We need
and
a
I've
little
labeled it.
pressure
So
on
you
the
see
top.
all these places I've labeled on here?
Vertical is
Those need to be labeled
this
by
way.
yours.
You have this way first. So which way is
It's the
horizontal?
nose picker.
Oh yeah, horizontal horizon.
Remember, horizontal horizon
The
looks this
The
way.
poker and the nose picker. That's what
Horizontal.
that's how my teacher says it.
Is that how your teacher says
Yeah.
it? Remember, vertical is this way, horizontal is this way. Okay? So on your coordinate grid, Samuel, which which one is your x-axis? Is this your x-axis or is this one?
This one.
This one.
This.
Think about it. Which one's your x-axis?
This way. No, it's bigger.
Which way, Hannah? This way.
Because
This is your
Y is over
x-axis.
here, up, and X is.
So this is your x-axis,
Oh.
this
There we
is your
go.
y-axis, right? Okay. What is the 0 called? Does anybody remember?
The
Coordinate.
the ordered pair.
No, I thought you were gonna say it so close. Caden, will you bring your computer over here and watch this? Huh?
What was
Get started, okay? It starts with an O. It should be in your journal notes. What is the 0 called? Origin. Origin a little bit, doesn't it? It's origin. The origin is 0, right?
I have a paper clip right here.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know where mine.
Well, today we're going to locate the origin on the coordinate plane, and we're going to figure out how that helps us in. We're working in our model.
All this is supposed to be added on here.
We're not working on this.
Nope, not today. That's what you're doing this homework day. Okay? So, let's do a little refresher from yesterday. If I have this, is that an ordered pair? Is that the correct way to write it, Samuel? No, what's missing? Show me. What is it? The comma right there. Okay, if I have. If I have this. So I can't just put 5, 6 as my ordered pair?
No, because that is such like a here's numbering number. Your listing number.
Because if I were to list them, right, Hannah? Saying I pick that up if I just-
You wouldn't have the
Because if I were to list, say I have another ordered pair here. Samuel, can I tell the difference in my 2 ordered pairs if they don't have parentheses around them? No, I can't, right? So I have to have the parentheses. Go ahead. Parentheses help you, right? So what if I have, What if I give you these two ordered pairs, 4, 3, and 3, 4? Are those the same, Ava? If I were to plot these on a coordinate grid, would they be the same plot,
No.
the same point?
They're like the same because that one's backwards than this one.
So it's just the backwards version of this one?
No.
So they're not, are they the same or not?
No, because one is going this way and the other is
Okay, so what I want you to do is, on this piece of paper, on the top grid, I want you to plot both of these points. I'm gonna label, this one's A, this one's B. I want you to plot these 2 points on your grid. That'll help show you whether it's the same or not the same.
You did it yesterday, it would be in here. So it's somewhere. Why didn't you bring the journal with you? Go get your journal and
Samuel?
bring it like I asked.
Plot these 2 points on your top grid right here.
Finished?
First,
Go to page
plot A and B.
68. And you're gonna have your names. Answer numbers 1 through 6 on it.
You get your math book
It's
from
definition.
Ms. Cornwell and your journal.
Using your definition.
Where's your seat at? You put your stuff on your Okay, so after you've plotted these, Faith, are they the same point? They're not, right? They're 2 totally different points. So are they the same ordered pair? No, they're different, right? Even though they have the same numbers, they're very different ordered pairs, okay? Faith, read that top paragraph for me.
Have another journal.
The coordinate grid is like a sheet of graph and the one at the bottom. At the bottom.
Well, it should be in there.
Perpendicular.
The x-axis is the horizontal. At the bottom. The y-axis is the vertical.
Good. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers that describes the location of the point on the grid. Remember, we already talked about what the ordered pair was and what it looks like, right?
I guess you'll have to start.
An ordered pair contains 2 coordinates, an x and a y. The x coordinate is the first number in the ordered pair, and the y coordinate is the second number. So if I have x and y, and if you look right here, they have an ordered pair for you. Ava, what is my ordered pair they have for me here?
I thought you looked yesterday. It's just not.
Was it called a scale?
No.
The ordered pair they have for me
Other word,
is
not
10,
scale, but
4, right? And Talia, you missed this, so let's refresh you real quick. If I have 10, 4, is that the same as 4, 10? No, right, they're 2 different points. We talked about that a little yesterday, right?
Have you looked at your notes?
Right, I didn't, I'll just have to keep,
Read your work.
so,
A graph of long segments to show
so
how
10,
big-
4. So we're gonna plot and label,
Use your
but
definitions.
what about that is important? The plotting, labeling, or is both of it important?
Start writing down your
Both of it's important. Can I just plot a bunch of random dots on my coordinate grid?
No, ma'am.
No, they have to have a label, right? Okay, so if, what am I gonna label it with? What am I gonna label that 10-4 with on the grid? Does it give you a letter? If it doesn't give you a letter, what do you label it with?
No, you have to label it with the dot. Label it with.
Okay, you put the dot, you have to put your point, but what do you label it with? What is that called? What is that called?
What is it called?
What is the numbers in the parentheses called? What's the name for it?
The order.
Ordered.
Pair.
Pair. Remember we talked about yesterday, pairs. Pairs are included.
Yeah, I already said it, but I got it
Shoot.
wrong. I only said
It's okay. So you label it with your ordered pair, or if they give you a letter, label it with your letter. Sometimes you can label it, like yesterday, we labeled it with our ordered pair and our number, right? Okay, so to graph an ordered pair, Hannah, read that first bullet for us.
Start.
So put your pencil on that origin. What is the origin again, Talia?
The beginning.
What's our origin here? Talia, what's our origin? Zero is our origin. So put your pencil on 0. And am I going to go over or up? Over. Why am I going over first instead of up? The x axis is first, right? It even says think. The letter x comes before y in the alphabet, right? So you're going to move across the x axis first, right, Faith?
Starts with a vowel.
So move across the x axis till you get to 10.
Back to 10.
Then, because our ordered pair is 10, 4. We're going to go over to 10, and we're going to go up how many? 4. 4. It's already done it for you, right? But it shows you the arrows to show you which way you go. Now, I want you to plot
Horizontal number 1 is a
10, 4.
No. Find the word that says horizontal.
Plot 10, 4 on that same grid.
Do you see the word horizontal?
Not 10, 4.
Anywhere.
410. Okay, we already plotted 10, 4. Plot 410.
And the vertical number 1 is what?
Is that how you do it?
Perfect.
You don't
Now, are
have to do
those
the
two
top.
the same
Just do the bottom.
points? Are they the same points? No, right? So we have to remember when we start with our x, do we go over or up first, Talia? Over, and you go up once you get to it, up to however many your y is, right? Look at number 1, 2, 3, and 4, bottom. Okay, we're going to use the bottom coordinate grid now. It says, use the coordinate grid to write an ordered pair for the given point. My given point for number 1 is G. It already gives you the letter. So if I'm going to write an ordered pair, what do I need to write? What do I need to have here? What do I need to write
The vertical.
to have ready for that ordered pair? I have those parentheses ready, okay? So for G, I'm going to start at my what? Exactly. Where am I going to start? My origin. Start at my origin. If you look in that box on the desk. See where my cup is, Daniel? Yeah. The top. Top. A Band-Aid.
What do you need?
In the box. It's up there at the top.
What's he need?
Band-Aids. Okay. Alright guys, let's get back focused. We're going to start at the what again, Ava? Where am I going to start? The origin. Start at my origin, go over to what? 3. So what's my x number going to be? 3. And I have to go up how many?
The first one is
4. 4. So my ordered pair is 3, 4.
those words exactly.
Let's do number 2 together, and then I'll let you do 3 and 4 if you want. Number 2, let's find H. Okay? So I'm going to start at my what, Hannah?
Because that sentence in the
Origin. Does it
So the
matter?
next word has to be a vowel.
Why do you need to start at your origin?
Because otherwise you wouldn't know. You'd be like, which one? You'd be like, oh, that
Those words
Right.
exactly.
That way you can just start and then count your way over. So
The word exactly.
count over to what for H? What is my first? My X? 8. 8 what, Samuel?
10.
10.
It's not 8 tenths.
I'm
We're
at
not
8
doing
tenths.
fractions,
Wait, the
right?
next person to
It's
finish,
8
y'all can check
tenths.
together.
Okay.
8 tenths.
You don't have to write this down. If you don't, Cody, it's in your book.
I'd like to give you 2s on your
Just everything. Okay, don't write this part.
No, I'm sorry. Try it
Just
again.
leave it like it is. Don't erase it, just leave it.
I want you to
Just
try
go
the
forward.
other 2, J and K on your own.
JK.
Try it again.
I'm done.
Good. Kate, make sure you have your board up.
In pair numbers, you
Make sure you have your board up.
Where's your notes? Not all of them were in there.
Perfect, good
Because
job.
yesterday y'all took some already. And I didn't
Is this
send
it?
them because you had to.
Good job.
1, 2, 3.
Good job.
Or not.
Awesome job,
It's
guys.
not a good job, it's great.
So look at my
Great job. I agree. Great job.
This
Y'all are
is
working
easy.
so hard. Kaden, will you give you guys a point? Which Kaden? You. Will you give you guys a point?
Class.
Good job. Alright guys, let's talk about the plotting and labeling real quick. Look at 5 through 10. It says, plot and label the points on the coordinate grid. Let's come up with a list real quick. A list of things you need to remember when you are plotting on. Right now, we
Word
just
for
read,
word up here.
we figured out what the ordered pairs were,
What's in
right?
there.
This time, we are going to plot the points ourselves. It's the
You
same
don't
way.
even have to flip back.
What's the
and forth,
first
so
thing you
can
need
look
to
at
do?
your notes. When you look at the board,
Mm.
it's word
Once
for
you
word
get
in
your,
there.
look at number 5, say it tells me A is 1/6. What am I gonna do after I read that?
You're going through,
Which question?
you're going to do a horizontal first. You go to the 1, and then
You
you
go to
go,
the x-axis,
then
right?
you
Go to
go
the 1.
vertical up 6 times.
And I'm gonna go vertical up 6 times, right? Okay, what's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get there?
What am
What am I gonna put there?
Your,
x-axis, and the vertical
What am I gonna put
line is the y-axis.
The what line is that?
Leah, help them out. When I get to my 1/6, what am I gonna put there?
A dot.
I'm gonna put my point, right?
The what?
Okay, remember it says plot, that's plotting,
Word for word
plot
up here.
and label.
Okay? Word
So what am I
for
gonna do
word.
next, Ava?
Okay?
no, you
I
can
already
put the
said
letter.
parentheses, right? I'm gonna put what?
The letter.
Label with letter.
If there is.
Okay. If there's not a letter, what do I do then, Ava?
Second.
You label it with your,
S-E-G-M-E.
ordered pair.
My order pair, right? But does it give me letters, Faith?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
If you're finished,
So,
I want you and Katie to get
go
together.
ahead and do 5 through 10. When you finish, I'm gonna check.
Katie?
You already know, didn't
Ooh, we have a better category. Oh, I do. This is for a grade, a legal grade. Ooh, okay. I don't know why I just graded mine.
I got them all right.
You're all right? Yep. Okay, do you guys want to try?
you? 6, 7, 7.
Also work together and think about the description of a line graph. The pieces that go with line
How
graph.
has your vocabulary that we've talked about the last 2 days really helped you with this? Has it helped any?
Well,
Use it.
first of all, we don't just
Do
say.
you don't talk about our vocabulary words? You haven't used the word origin or the word order pair?
No.
You haven't used any of those today?
First of all, it helps because
We use
Oregon.
We'll probably use pair. I'll probably use pair.
Let's let Faith talk. Faith, how has your vocabulary helped you?
call the 0 as well. We don't call the 0 0.
You don't call the 0 0. You start at 0. You start at the origin. See, you are using vocabulary words. What else has
And
it helped
I now know how to.
The graph.
you? You now know. You need to use your parentheses, right, to have a correct what?
And we call
With 2 pieces might go here.
You have a correct what?
Wait, what?
I'm done.
Without your parentheses, you wouldn't have a what?
You just have the commas and you won't know
You
which
would just have commas and numbers. You wouldn't have
You won't know
a,
which numbers.
what is that vocabulary word?
You have ordered pair.
Word pair. And see, you said you didn't use vocabulary words.
Yes.
Talia.
Oh.
Alright guys, if I haven't graded yours, let me have it now.
I only have one more. I only have one more.
Okay.
I have one.
Talia, I want you to quietly stand over by the air conditioner. Wait.
Okay.
You need my paper back.
Use your Samuel. Perfect.
You need my paper.
I know. I want you to put, when you get back to your seat in the class, I want you to put it in your math folder, okay?
You may go ahead and close your books and you may run over that.
And what else?
on.
Just go ahead and take your pen.
What else?
Alright, those are technology, over here. So Leah, give me a point for talking during transition. Talking about those who are waiting.
How many are you?
Sure. We are not going to take you to put one after work. Take over there. Okay. Perfect, Hannah, good job. I'm gonna give this to you, Betty, but Joan, go ahead and do this, okay? You guys may not know how to do this here, okay? Braxton, can you pull that chair, will you be over there for me?
So,
You can write your name down, yeah, but don't.
but some of this, I just made sure I put in for that.
That's
That's
fine.
Part of it right there, you pull it on and pull your thing. And then over here, this right here is that
Miss Perkins.
will you write over here key parts of a loan package?
Right, sorry. That's fine.
It's just.
You're fine. Alright, guys.
So if I
As our question yesterday, we are going to talk about locating the origin on the coordinate plane. What is the origin? Do you guys remember? What is it?
It's worth 5 points, right? The scale is 5 points.
Remember we connected origin to reading yesterday. In reading class, what is the origin? Like, it has
It's about, okay? And this
Can I go back- can I go back around?
equals equals a.
yeah, go back in your notes. You wrote it down yesterday. What is the origin? It's also up on this corner
And
board right
like I
now.
said.
Usual.
The origin is where the x-axis meet.
That's
It's where the x and y axis meets, right? It's that corner. It's the zero, right? It's where you.
Oh, wait, it's where, it's where, it's where they
Okay, Aubrey, you
connect.
probably just had that
Okay.
open and don't have to
Okay.
So where you start, right?
When you get that,
Okay.
this is the only part.
So what I want you to do is turn to your elbow partner.
Extra time in our.
YouTube, your elbow partner is YouTube, and I'm gonna let YouTube be elbow partners. Okay? I want you to turn to them and show them with your arm which way is horizontal, like we did yesterday. Aubrey, you show Kirsten.
Okay.
Which way is horizontal?
You do problems one.
Which way is vertical? Which one is your x-axis? Braxton.
It is word for word.
Which one is your x-axis?
Okay, so if you use your notes, or you do word for word.
I should see everybody like this, Aubrey. Which way is your y-axis?
Well, you're not gonna have time to.
Remember they connect, and where they connect is called the what? Origin. Right. Good. Okay, so let's talk about. This is off. Did she get a one? Okay, let's talk about. I have. Is that an ordered pair?
No.
What keeps that from being an ordered pair? Kirsty? You need a comma where? I need a comma between my 5 and my 6. 56 is an ordered pair. How many numbers does an ordered pair have? How many numbers does an ordered pair have in it? Just 2, right? Remember we talked about a pair of shoes. If you have a pair of shoes, how many shoes do you have? 2, right? An ordered pair has 2 numbers. Okay? What if I have it written like, that's a 5, a bad one, but it's a 5. What if I have it written like this? Is that correct? Braxton, is this correct? Why is this not correct, Braxton? What are they? Because you need parentheses around them, right?
Say the curvy line.
Why does that keep on falling in my pocket?
Because Because it has to have parentheses. If I were to list some numbers, would I know if I had any ordered pairs in there? No, because they're missing what?
Well, you could because it's kind of like even numbers.
But what if my 2, 3 was an ordered pair?
Okay.
They're just random numbers. But what if I had a list of ordered pairs?
That was like 5
I would
of
have to
them.
have my parentheses, right?
Well, it has to
Okay. So when you find an ordered pair, you need to make sure they have what?
Parentheses and a comma.
Parentheses and a comma.
And numbers, you need numbers. You need numbers too.
Alright, so let's look at the box in here, okay? It gives you the coordinate number for the ordered pair, 10, 4.
Which one?
Is 10, 4 the same as 4, 10?
Yeah.
Are those two the same ordered pairs?
No, they're just switched. No, because
So they're just flip-flopped?
no, because if you have this, you go over
No,
some and then you
it's-
go up some. So then it depends on what. So that
Wait, so.
they'll be just like
so-
different. So one of them would be like
Okay, why
that.
don't you, okay, if you think they're the same, I'm gonna give you 2 and I want you to plot them on your grid, okay?
Which one?
So I'm gonna give you 4, 3. On the top grid. Perfect, good job. Do your 7, 8, 9. I want you to plot both of these on the grid.
It is. It's the same. I'm happy for it. It's not.
See,
That is because I thought.
the bigger number always has to go first.
Because I was thinking of
Does the
going
bigger
back
number
down.
always go first?
No. It don't really matter because it's still just gonna be different. It depends what letter first.
Are those the same?
No.
Are they the same coordinates? Are they the
Sizes?
same order
They're
pairs?
different.
They're different, right? When you plot them on your, hold on. When you plot them on your grid, you're gonna find different points, right?
Something like that.
Like that. Does it matter? So does it, after doing that, does it matter what order you put them in?
Yep.
It does matter, right? Okay. Caden brought up a good point. He said the biggest number always has to go first.
No, it
Does the biggest
doesn't.
number always have to go first?
No, it depends on which one you do.
So if I ask you to plot 4, 10, can you not do that? Can you plot that?
Yeah. Because you can go
You
up
can, yes.
You can.
I was testing you.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Just
test.
testing us. That's a good test, Kate. Thank you. All right, Kirsty, will you read that first paragraph for us on there?
They don't want to.
I do. Kaden, will you read that first then? Read this first paragraph. Good and loud.
Grid is like a sheet of graph paper folded at the left. And at the bottom,
Will you read correctly?
what?
Will you read correctly so we can understand you?
That's what I used to do in homeschool when I got mad doing work.
What?
Just read like that.
Will you read so we can all understand you?
I don't know.
Addison, will you read it?
Yeah, like when you get
I'll
to
let you read
the
it. It's the first paragraph.
It's for 2 rows.
A coordinated grid is like a sheet of
You
graph
did the
paper
questions.
ordered at the left and at the bottom
Check it was
by
the
Perpendicular.
two perpendicular number lines.
This one is
The
2 words that are part of the long.
X-axis is
This
the
one is
horizontal
the
number
words that
at
go with
the
it.
bottom of the grid. The y-axis is the vertical number
You get finished with all
on
of
the
yours,
left
you're
side of
supposed
the
to be
grid.
finished.
Kaden, will you read that second paragraph for me?
An order pair is a pair of numbers that describe the location of a point on the grid. An order pair contains 2 coordinates, x and y. The x coordinate is the first number in the order pair, and the y coordinate is the second number.
Okay, so the ordered pair contains 2 coordinates. The what?
The X and the Y.
The x and the y
The
coordinates.
X always goes first.
The x always goes first. Why, Kirsty? X always goes first because it's the first letter. It comes before Y in the alphabet, right? Good. So, A and then Z. I don't know, just trying to So plot and label 10 form a coordinate grid. So to graph an ordered pair, remember we start at the what?
You start at the bottom.
No, and we start at,
Wait, were we supposed to start?
to graph an ordered pair, you start at the what, Braxton?
Oh, I know.
It tells you right there. Where do we start? Caden, like, help them out.
You start at the origin.
You start at the origin. So on your paper, this is the one.
Start with 0.
So on your paper, look, put your pencil right here on your 0. Go over to 10. On your x-axis on the top, find me that.
It would be 10 4.
Yep, and go up 4, right? And then they already have it there for you.
This is confusing for the way that they have it here.
What's confusing about it?
Because the one here is over here.
What?
The one should be right here instead.
It's right here on the very first one. You start at 0, remember, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay? Okay, so remember, go over first and then up. So let's look down here at these bottom 4, okay? Use the coordinate grid to write an ordered pair for the given point. Let's look at G.
You teach it?
Let's find G on
Yes,
our
they're in the
coordinate
same
grid.
On all of them?
To define G on the coordinate grid,
I would like you.
we need to write an ordered pair for it. When you write an ordered pair, it needs a what kind of what?
Show evidence.
When you write an ordered pair, what does it need?
Because it's word
And
for word. Exactly what we
Parentheses.
wrote.
So, Kiersey, what is the ordered pair for G?
3 and 4.
3,
That'd be
4.
368.
Good. You guys are rocking this. Aubrey, where do we start first when we're going to look for our coordinate?
X.
Where do we start?
On the x-axis.
We start on the x-axis, but where do we start? Where do we begin? When we're making,
It's on your paper under plot and label.
I'm finished.
we start at the 0. What is the 0 called?
Origin.
The origin.
Finished it. Why does it have to be the origin?
Because it's where you begin. Remember we talked about yesterday in reading, we talked about yesterday in reading, the origin is like the beginning, where it starts.
I think
It's the same thing in math, right?
Can you go ahead and do that one?
Go ahead and do 1 through 4.
I've already done it.
Good. All right, number 2, H. What is the order pair for H, Braxton?
10
For H, is it 10, 8?
No.
Look at it again.
It's
Do you go, Braxton,
Oh, wait.
do you go over first or up first? Madison, what is it for H?
H is 18. 8, 10.
Is 8, 10. Caden Jones, what is J? What's the order pair for J?
4 6.
4, 6. What is that? You follow along with us still. Aubrey, what is the ordered pair for K?
1, 2.
1, 2. Good. Let's look at 5 through 10 real quick. Okay. Let's look at 5 through 10. Caden, when we are, Caden knows. When we are plotting, it says plot and label the points on the coordinate grid. When we're plotting and labeling, what are some things we need to remember? Say if I look at number 5 and it says A16, what do I need to do? Aubrey, start at the origin, and then I do what? Anybody but Aubrey? Go along the y-axis until I get to the 1, right? And then I'm gonna do what, Kate?
You're gonna go up, like see how that's a 6.
Go up 6.
Well, you go.
What do I put when I get there?
You put a dot and you put the leather.
Hold on. I put a point, and then I do what? It says plot and label. I plotted. Now what do I have to do?
Label.
What do I label with?
And the leather.
I'm gonna put A. Hold on, label with your letter. If it doesn't give you a letter to label with, what do you label with?
X.
No. If it doesn't give you the letter, what do you label with?
The numbers?
What are the numbers called?
The pair.
The ordered pair, right? Your coordinates or your ordered pair, okay? That's it. You just plot and then you label it with either the letter or the ordered pair. Or sometimes, like yesterday, you can do both, right? Okay. All right, go ahead and do 5 through 10 on your own. I'm gonna check them when you're done.
I don't get five. Kirsten, go on your phone and
You don't trust me?
On the back, for those who get done, I want you to write, how has focusing on your vocabulary with this formula, how has that really helped you with this? You used your vocabulary over here. How's it helped you?
I'm smart.
How was school? Remember to plot and label them. Your lines, drawing your lines isn't what's important. It's plotting them that's important. Right? I don't have to see the lines where you connected it. If you want to do that, that's great, but I don't have to see those lines.
You just have to write the number.
So I can do one?
How did I say to label it?
Okay, so write what on the back?
Pair.
Put your ordered pair or your
Letter.
letter.
Which is no letter. This
On
one
the
is.
back, write how focusing on vocabulary has helped you with this unit. How has that helped you? How about how you used it?
I just thought, well, I need to keep
Did
this
you use the vocabulary in it?
folder instead.
And write what vocabulary you used over here. I want to know.
I'm done.
Alright, everybody needs to quietly take their seats. Braxton, will you pick up all Chromebooks and put them back here? If you moved a chair, please put it back.
Hey, was I supposed to give that to you? Mr. Perkins, was I supposed to give that to you?
No, hold on to it. Cody and Hayden. Come on here. Put it in your blue folder. Alright, everybody needs to head back to their seats. Once everything's cleaned up. Somebody's notebook fell. Hayden Jones, is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you pick it up, please. Alright, everybody, eyes up here. Let's look at this coordinate grid real quick. Just
Get
say
to
it
your
out
seats,
loud.
please. Caden, that's great. Go ahead and go to your seats.
Thank you, boys. Leave it alone.
Braxton, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, everybody, pay attention up here. Leah, what is this axis? What is it called? You can say it out loud. What is it called? Axis. What is this one?
Y-axis.
What is this called?
Origin.
Origin, not organ. Organ's a state. Origin is your zero.
Origin generality.
Right. Origin is where your two axes meet. Your zero, right? That's where you start. Okay, if I were to give you the ordered pair, 5, 6, where do I start?
Go. Exactly. Start on your X.
Alright, I'm hearing different. Somebody raise your hand and tell me, where do you start? Kiersey?
You go over 5 and you go up 6.
I start where?
Your origin.
Aubrey. I start at my origin and I go over what? I go over 5 and up how many? 6. I make my dot. And what do I label with? Hayden?
If there are no
What
letters.
is, what is this called, Hannah? Oh, you forgot. Calling a friend. Ava? This is called my ordered pair. What do I label with if it doesn't have a letter? Ordered pair. What do I label with if it doesn't have a letter, Hayden? If it doesn't have a letter, what do I label it with?
Oh, you put the order pair like up there.
I put my ordered pair here.
I thought it would be OP.
My OP. It's my ordered pair. Okay.
Which one's a cross? What's that called?
Axis.
Yes, and it is horizontal. What
This
about
way
the
is what?
Y-axis.
And it's also, is it horizontal or vertical?
Vertical.
Vertical. Good job.
Just like a rocket, just like a space shuttle, it launches vertical.
A space shuttle launches vertical.
And a
Perfect.
plane takes off horizontal.
What questions might you have about this? I know there's at least one question out there.
I have a question, I'll come back.
Well, you need to ask it now.
Anybody has any questions? So if I gave you homework, you would all pass it?
Yeah.
Write on it?
No,
Okay.
If you gave us that kind of.
You gave us this
But don't do it.
What's your name?